Russia upgrades Mi-8 crew protection after costly Ukraine combat losses. Russia is developing a new modular armor system for its Mi-8 military transport helicopter and plans to install it on more than 50 aircraft over the next 2 years. This is a direct response to the combat losses the platform has sustained in Ukraine, where it remains one of the most widely used rotary wing assets in the Russian military inventory and one of the most consistently destroyed. The scale of those losses provides the context that makes the armor program urgent rather than routine, according to Oryx, the open-source intelligence project that tracks visually confirmed equipment losses. Russia has lost 49 Mi-8 transport helicopters and 6 Mi-8 MTPR-1 electronic warfare helicopters since the full-scale invasion began in 2022. Those are confirmed photograph losses. The actual figure across all Mi-8 variants is almost certainly higher for a platform that is irreplaceable in the short term and central to Russian rotary wing operations across the theater. A loss rate of that magnitude creates pressure to improve survivability that no peacetime procurement cycle would generate. The armor system, currently undergoing experimental exploitation at JSC Ulan-Ude Aviation Plant, Russia's primary Mi-8 production facility in Buryatia, is built around a modular construction principle that allows the level of protection to be adjusted according to the nature of the specific mission. 4 distinct armor zones cover the aircraft: cockpit armor protecting the flight crew cabin and cargo, armor protecting the troop compartment and payload, external armor on the airframe exterior and ramp, armor protecting the critical rear access point where troops embark and disembark. The modular approach means a helicopter configured for a high-threat combat assault mission can carry maximum protection at the cost of payload, while the same airframe configured for a lower-threat logistics run can reduce armor weight and recover that payload margin. The Mi-8 is the backbone of Russian rotary wing transport operations in Ukraine. The platform, a Soviet-era design that has been continuously upgraded and produced for over 6 decades, carries troops, ammunition, and supplies, conducts casualty evacuation, supports special operations, and performs a range of utility missions that the Russian military cannot easily assign to any other helicopter in its current inventory. Its ubiquity is also its vulnerability. The Mi-8 is large, relatively slow, and operates in a threat environment that has proven exceptionally lethal to rotary wing aircraft. Ukrainian air defense systems, including man-pads operated by infantry, have downed Russian helicopters throughout the conflict, and the Mi-8 has featured prominently among confirmed losses. The combat record in Ukraine has made the case for improved crew and troop protection more urgently than any peacetime analysis could. A helicopter that loses its crew or its passengers to small arms fire fragmentation, or a near miss from a man-portable air defense missile that damages but does not destroy the aircraft, represents a compounding operational and human cost. Armor that keeps a crew alive through a hit that would otherwise be fatal, or that protects troops in the cabin long enough to reach the landing zone, converts potential catastrophic losses into survivable incidents. The weight optimization dimension of the design reflects the engineering constraint that has always governed helicopter armor development. Helicopters are acutely sensitive to weight in ways that fixed-wing aircraft are not. Every kilogram of armor added reduces payload capacity, range, or both, and the trade-off between protection and performance must be resolved differently depending on what the mission demands. A system that allows ground crews to configure the armor load before each mission rather than fixing a single protection level across all uses gives operators flexibility that a permanently installed fixed-weight system cannot provide. Russian helicopter units operating the Mi-8 in Ukraine face a range of mission profiles, from off-the-earth combat assault approaches into contested landing zones to higher-altitude logistics runs over less contested areas, and the modular system is designed to match the protection level to the threat profile rather than accepting the worst-case weight penalty on every sortie. Ulan-Ude Aviation Plant is the right facility for this development work. The plant is Russia's primary production site for Mi-8 and Mi-171 series helicopters, having built the type since the 1970s and accumulated the engineering depth and manufacturing infrastructure that Mi-8 modification programs require. Conducting experimental exploitation at the plant that produces the aircraft ensures the development team has direct access to production representative airframes, manufacturing tooling, and the engineering knowledge base that serial installation will eventually require. The plan to equip more than 50 helicopters of various modifications over the next 2 years suggests the experimental phase is approaching completion and the program is on a trajectory toward production-scale fielding. The various modifications. Language in the program description is significant. The Mi-8 family encompasses numerous variants optimized for different roles: assault, transport, electronic warfare, command and control, medical evacuation, and others, and a modular armor system adaptable across multiple variants without requiring variant-specific engineering solutions represents a considerably more scalable program than one designed for a single configuration. The war in Ukraine has functioned as a brutal and unplanned test laboratory for Russian military equipment, exposing vulnerabilities that decades of peacetime procurement cycles failed to surface.